dense forests of southwestern China, paths do not stay visible for long. Rain reshapes the ground. Plants grow over tracks, and what was clear yesterday may disappear today. For the Lhoba people, life has always been lived in this kind of environment, where information is incomplete and decisions must be made anyway. This is the story of a people who learned not to eliminate uncertainty, but to live with it.
The Lhoba people live in forested regions of Tibet and southern China, near mountainous areas with dense vegetation and high rainfall. Their environment is difficult to map and even harder to control.
Historically, Lhoba communities relied on a combination of hunting, gathering, and small-scale agriculture. Unlike large farming systems, their production was limited and variable.
This created a different type of economic structure. Instead of maximizing output, the focus was on flexibility, using multiple methods to reduce dependence on any single source.
Information was often incomplete. Weather patterns could change quickly. Animal movement was unpredictable. Crop success depended on local conditions. Because of this, decision-making developed around observation, experience, and adjustment, rather than fixed planning. In this environment, culture became a system for managing uncertainty. The Lhoba economy is based on diversification. Hunting provides protein but is not always reliable. Gathering supplements food supply, but availability varies by season. Small-scale farming adds stability, but output is limited.
Each activity compensates for the weaknesses of the others. If hunting is unsuccessful, gathering and farming provide support.
If crops fail, other methods help fill the gap. This system reduces risk, but it requires constant adjustment. People must decide how to allocate time and effort across activities. These decisions are based on observation, signs in the environment, animal tracks, plant growth, weather conditions, guide behavior. There is no fixed formula. Instead, people compare current conditions with past experience and adjust accordingly. Over time, this creates a flexible system that can respond to change. In a forest environment, visibility is limited. As a result, indirect signals become important. Hunters observe tracks, broken branches, and sound patterns to estimate animal movement. Gatherers recognize plant cycles and subtle changes in growth. These signals are not always clear. They require interpretation. Learning this skill takes time. Mistakes are part of the process. Over time, patterns become more recognizable. This type of knowledge is difficult to formalize. It is learned through repeated exposure rather than structured instruction. In this context, technical skill is not about tools, but about interpretation. For older generations, experience is the most reliable resource. Elders often describe decision-making as a process of comparison, matching current conditions with past situations and adjusting behavior accordingly. They emphasize that uncertainty cannot be eliminated. Instead, it must be managed through careful observation and gradual learning. From their perspective, the challenge today is reduced exposure. Younger people spend less time in the forest, which limits opportunities to develop this type of knowledge. What elders pass down is not only specific skills, but a way of thinking, how to make decisions when information is incomplete. Nima is a Lhoba man in his late 20s. He grew up in a village surrounded by forest, learning basic skills from his family. As a child, he followed older relatives on hunting and gathering trips, observing how decisions were made. These experiences were informal, but they provided practical understanding. Later, Nima spent time outside the region, where work was more structured and predictable. However, he returned to his village to continue working within the local system. Today, Nima combines traditional knowledge with new information. He still relies on observation, but he also uses external information sources when available. He adjusts his activities based on conditions. If hunting is less successful, he shifts focus to other tasks. If weather conditions change, he delays or modifies plans. For Nima, the goal is not certainty. It is adaptability. Modern economic systems introduce new options, but also new challenges. Market access provides opportunities, but it also creates dependency on external conditions. Environmental change affects traditional methods. Because of this, Lhoba communities continue to rely on diversified systems. This reduces risk and maintains flexibility. In this environment, culture remains a practical tool, guiding how decisions are made under uncertainty. In the forest, nothing is fully known. For the Lhoba people, life is not about certainty, but about knowing how to move forward when certainty is not available.